Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today I have an unboxing, and I am doing this video way too late in the night, so I do not have my tripod set up. As you can tell, I am holding my phone, so apologies about all the bumping and moving of the camera. So now we're gonna get into the unboxing, and it is book of the month. It's the book of the month. Actually, it's 3 book of the month picks for me. All right, so first up we have the horror selection of the month, which is The Night Swim by Megan Goldman. And the reviews are so far so good. What's crazy is that it's this month's pick. It's August's pick. But I got my book late this month. And already people have already read this book and is like raving about it. I don't know much about it. I get to the reviews to the point to where it's like, oh, this book is going to be really good. It's amazing. I think there's a fly. At least I thought it was a fly. I don't know. And then as soon as they, say this is a good book, this is the title of the book, this is the author, this is how many stars I gave the book, then I turn it off because I don't want to I don't want to know too much more about it. Now, that's for a book that I haven't read, that I'm anticipating reading. And now this next book, I did not anticipate buying this book. So I've watched several reviews on it, and all of the reviews on this book have been very much so 50-50. People either love it or they hate it. There's not been any reviews that I've seen that this book is like in between. But there's also a TV series, I believe, or either a movie, but I'm pretty sure it's a TV series that's out. And one of my, other than Reese Witherspoon, one of my other favorite actresses is in this book, and she is the actress from Save the Last Dance. No, I don't know her name because I'm horrible with names, to be honest. But I love everything that she's in. I just can't remember her name. And then as soon as it comes to me, I'm going to be like, what? Why did I forget that? I'm going to blame it on the fact that it's really late at night, and that's why I can't remember it right now. But the book is called Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste, and I don't want to mess up the last name because that would be mean. Now, this book was a September of 2017 pick. I don't know if it was an early release when it came out in 2017. I had not seen it, to be honest, on Book of the Month until recently, when it became like all the hype, all the rage on BookTube. And then that's when I started to see it again. Like when I first saw it, I was just like, oh, okay, that seems like an okay book, but not really something I want to watch. Or not watch, but read. And then it's been like picking up all kind of attention on BookTube, and then the series came out, and I think the attention on BookTube came from the fact that they knew that there was going to be a series release. Many people don't like to watch movies or a series like before the books. That's what I was trying to say. Many people don't like to watch the series or watch movies before reading the book. Reading the book always comes first. But I've heard nothing but great things about this book, so I can't wait to read this book. And for this book, like, the ending has been spoiled for me for Little Fires Everywhere, but I still want to read that book because even though the endings get spoiled or like major things get spoiled for me with books, TV shows, or movies, I still like to watch them because I want to know the journey. How did it come about? So that way, the ending or whatever it was that got spoiled for me makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, then it was a poor decision that they chose to write about. And then the last book is Wicked Fox. I saw this book a lot on BookTube. This book came out in, what was it? Well, it was on Book of the Month, July of last year. I don't know when it actually came out. I don't know if it was early release or if it released on time. But it has been getting good reviews, and I got this book not necessarily based on the hype, but based on the description that a lot of people gave when they were doing their book reviews. So this book, the book reviews that I have watched remind me of the TV show Teen Wolf. I absolutely love that show. But this reminds me of the girl in that show who played the fox. And it just seems like it could be just her story in and of itself in a book. So I really loved her story, and I did not like that her story was cut so short. So this just reminded me very much so of her story. So I was just like, oh, I'm gonna read that because I really liked her story and I didn't like the way it ended. And I thought it was like a cop out for them to shorten this season and go a different route. I really think they should have explored her character a little bit more in Teen Wolf. Now, completely different character. So when I say her character, I mean the character in Teen Wolf. I think they should explore that storyline a little bit more. And in a Wicked Fox, this girl, this main girl right here, is who this book is obviously follows, and she has, I guess she either turns into a wolf or her spirit animal that gives her her power, or not a wolf, a fox. Her spirit animal that gives her power is a fox. I forget how it works exactly. I have to rewatch the series, to be honest with you, to remember exactly how it works. But because it's been a while, it's been a couple of years, but I still, it just reminded me of that. From what I do remember of Teen Wolf, this book reminds me of that, and I want to explore it more. I hope I like it. From what I've heard, it's more of a sci-fi type of fantasy, and while I read some sci-fi fantasy, I don't read a lot. So far, what I have read, I do enjoy, but I don't like a whole lot of like the futuristic stuff. I like more like the horror sci-fi fantasy, or supernatural sci-fi fantasy, that sort of thing. And if that horror sci-fi fantasy also entails robots or technology of some sort of way, or outer space some sort of way, and it's a good one and not like Freddy in space type of bad, then I'll give it a shot, and more than likely I'll like it. So I'm excited about all three of these books. I will not get to them obviously in August, because August is almost up, and I'm currently doing 2 readathons. I literally just joined a readathon yesterday, but it just requires 1 short book. So I found 110 page short book, which I can get through that no problem with my Kindle. And the readathon that I'm, oh, my wedding ring's out on the table. I need to go put that on. I had to take it off to twist up my hair. I forgot to put it back on. Anyway, back on subject. I'm also in the readathon that I'm hosting, which is the Christian readathon, and that is over with September 8th. So there is still time to participate in that if you are a fast reader. So, you know, but that is the book of the month. Oh, wait, there is a bookmark. It says, hold that thought. Yeah. I really do like their bookmarks, but I loved their older bookmarks. I think they're kind of like dropping the ball with the bookmarks. But of course, I'm going to keep all of them because I'm also infatuated with bookmarks. Okay. So, anyway, that is all. That is all that I have. And hopefully I can pick up either all of these in September or at least one of these in September. And that one probably is going to be this one. I'm not trying to read a whole lot in September, but I know there is 2 challenges that I can do in September that only requires me to read 1 or 2 books. So I had to figure out which ones I want to do. Anyway, that's all I have. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are a subscriber and you have not hit that notification bell, please hit that notification bell. And hit the one at the top where you're notified for every video that I post instead of just some of them. And yeah, hit that like button, that thumbs up button if you like this video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.